Hey, Eric Pauly at erpolley.com, ERPOLLEY, and let's take a second to talk about rendering and then exporting. So here's my issue is when I render out a PNG sequence and I want to go into video editing for Blender, I really like the editing software. I like everything that you're able to do inside of Blender until it comes time to actually export your file. Now, the issue I have is that you have these three here to pick from. Insufficient as far as I'm concerned. So what I do instead of messing around with the Blender is I'll take my PNG sequence and import it into After Effects just by right-clicking into the library, going to File, not multiple files, File, and I only select the very first frame of what I'm trying to work with. Now here's the trick. You want to right-click on that and Interpret Footage. Go to Main. Make sure that if you have 30 frames per second in your animation, you hit 30 right here, because otherwise it's gonna just assume that you have 30 frames or whatever, and then it's gonna distort your animation. Now all you have to do, drag it down to your main composition, and there it is. It's ready to play. Right? So then when you export, add to media encoder, as you will, you give it a second. Let's do a drum roll. I don't have a drum roll sound effect. I'm actually not going to even edit this particular video. I'm just going to record it and plop it right out to you folks so you can watch and speed through it as you will, because even if I did edit, let's be honest, you would scroll around and decide what you want to watch and what you don't. Boom, there it is. So I think the standard for an output video is H.264, which will give you a nice MP4 file that you decide where it goes. Let's put it into download. And it's not a PNG sequence anymore. Instead, it's just CityFly. And then you could go over her and export. And why is this the way that I do it? Because first of all, I like MP4, so really I don't need to make any changes at this point. However, if you did, you could just export the MP3 if you wanted to. You can export it back into a PNG sequence. You can export it into a Quicktime file. Whatever your file type desire may be, you can not only export it in that file type, but you can mess around with it here and change this and that, every little detail. As far as exporting goes, this is the way to go. Go, 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 go. How many goes can I go? I don't know. And that's what I do when it comes to exporting, and I choose After Effects. This has been Eric Pauly at erpolley.com. Thanks for watching. Stop by and subscribe.